God said about
Hey man, she wants to help her in these last days, man. She got Satan with her, man. You got your helper.
That's right. Let's see what God said about the children of Israel. Let's see what God said He's gonna do with the children of Israel. Jeremiah 51:20. Let's see if God is going to use different instruments to get His work accomplished in this earth, man.
Everybody has Satan with
Jeremiah 51:20.
Everywhere, just like God is.
No, we not perfect. We not saying we're perfect at all. But we do say we keep the laws and statutes and commandments of God, right? Get that, Jeremiah 51:20.
This is the mighty book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and whipped to war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
That's right. So what you have to say though?
Oh, I said if people do wrong and then be better and do better and like take accountability, isn't that what God would want to?
Well, yeah, but what is the measurement of morality which is censored behind that? Like, how do you define what's good, or what's better, and what's worse, right?
Yeah,
how do you define that?
No. I would answer that as in like comparably smoking weed to someone who's a pedophile. That's
right.
Wrong. But I don't feel like that other person is on the same level as wrong.
Right. Because the Bible talks about there are sins unto death and there are sins not unto death, right?
I'm sinning by doing this.
But
I'm honest with God about it, and He knows I do it. Like, He also knows I used to do other shit that I don't do anymore, probably, or I don't drink anymore, or smoke cigarettes.
Right. Bring us up, brother.
So all I gotta say is, everybody. I feel like if everybody or anybody loves God and has a relationship with God, they have at least that's the first step. But that's not gonna look the same to everybody as well.
But what if I told you it does look the same for everybody?
God's grace
maybe on the inside, right?
But in terms of like following black people call it G codes, right? There's a G code, right? But the G code according to God is the God code, which is what? The Mosaic law. So it is being held a standard amongst everybody, right? Because we'll have chaos everywhere. Did you want to say something, brother?
Yeah, the sister asked who we were or who I was or you was.
Right.
And we're not actually coming to us for us to judge. We're not judging. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
And get that 1 Corinthians 6:1, right? Because in these last days, He's going to set up saints, man, to come out here and judge this evil world, man. Because we read the law, statutes, and commandments, and we actually know, because it says that God will show His secret unto the prophets, man. And namely the prophets that we read about in the Bible, He showed the mysteries of God to them, man.
What one? 6:1?
6:1. 1 Corinthians 6:1.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 1. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before to unjust and not before the saints?
That's right.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
That's right.
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? That's
right. So in these last days, the saints, namely, that the Bible speaks about with proper hermeneutics, are the children of Israel, man. Right? So it's not fair-fetched thing for me to come out here and judge worldly things, man. As I'm supposed to also judge the small things, man.
You believe in God?
You believe in God? I can ask you a quick question? Jesus said, deny you before men, I'll deny you before the Father. Oh, you gotta go to work? Okay, man. You know? And that's what it's about, you dig? So we are able to come out here and judge, man. Because first we got ourselves right and cleansed ourselves according to what Hamashiach Yahushua instructed us to do.
That's right.
You know? We cleansed ourselves. We took the mote out of our own eyes, which is why we come out here with such tenacity to rebuke goddamn devilish spirits, man.
What's that? Who hides the light under the bed? Bushel or something like that?
You can get that too. John 3:20.
Because that's part of it, you know.
Get John 3:20.
Slow.
Right?
Yeah, I love it. He likes really every time I'm here.
Because to do evil, man, you hate the light, man. So we smoker can't tell me anything about something being evil. Right? And we want somebody to come up here and defend the triune God, man. That's what we want somebody to come up here and do.
Gospel of John?
Gospel of John.
Okay, chapter 1, verse 3.
Chapter 3, verse 20. 3, verse 20. We want somebody to come up here and defend the triune God, man. Bring us up.
This is the book of the Gospel of John, chapter 3 and verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
That's right. Hey, sis, do you believe in God? With the Jamaican shirt on, you believe in God? You don't believe in Jesus? Man, that's crazy, man.
Sister, you love your slave master?
She loves her slave master, man. That's crazy, man. That's a fearful thing, man. Get that in Hebrews 10.
What's that?
10 and 13, man.
10 and 13?
Yeah, Hebrews 10 and 13,
Is there
man.
something she loved her master or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh no, it's in the law. He said he loved his master. He must have bore his ear. I know, but yeah, that's kind of. You said Hebrews chapter what?
10 and 13. I'm sorry. 31. 10 and 31. Hebrews 10 and 31.
This is the mighty book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
Right, to be out here bugged out, man, when it says you should be stricken with madness and astonishment in the heart. That's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living God, man, that knows the end from the beginning. Hey, you sisters believe in Jesus Christ? You sisters believe in Jesus Christ? Y'all believe in Jesus Christ? They don't believe in Jesus.
Hey man, they're ashamed of him, man.
That's crazy, man, to be ashamed of Jesus, man.
Ashamed of the only begotten Son.
That's right. Let's get, unless you got something.
I was going for something, but I couldn't find it on my phone.
So yeah, man, you got wars ramping up, and you got our people just being ignorant as hell, man, in these last days, right? And the Bible prophesies about the fact that Russia will be in cahoots with these end of the world countries you see in these last days, such as Ethiopia, such as Libya, which is now the modern day the countries of northern Africa, man, right? And the Iran and the Islamic State, right? The Bible prophesies about these things in these last days. You just had one of the leaders of Hamas just died, and now these Ismaili or the Islamic leaders, man, they're up in arms right now. They want to do something about that, man. And we brought out earlier, it says Ishmael is a wild man, and that's being prophesied in these last days, and it's being shown to us empirically through these last days through the only begotten Son. Hey, you believe in Jesus de Christos? You believe in Jesus de Christos? Our sisters got it bad, man. Right? What you want to bring up?
Tu no entiende tu Dios?
Jesus de Christos es el Dios. They don't want to talk, man. You know? That's why we gotta wake up some of our Hispanic brothers. Get them out here, man.
What he said, the beast of hell shall draw them out.
Nah, get Ezekiel 39 about Magog and Gog.
Ezekiel
39 and 1. Or not 39, 38, I'm sorry. Ezekiel 38 and 1. Because the Bible talks about Russia being a true power in these last days, man.
Oh, that's a precept. The beast of hell shall draw them out. Small as draw them out. 38 1. This is the mighty book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
That's right. So when you go into Gog, it's actually talking about the leader who would be of Magog right now, which is in the prophetic land. But when you look these places up, they actually go back into the sixth part of the earth, which is the Russian province, right? So Magog is the land which is modernly called Russia, and Gog is who we hope to be Vladimir Putin in these last days, man. We hope that is Gog in these last days, right, Brenda?
And prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
goes into that military prowess that they have, man. They just released a tank that costs like $1.5 million in order for it to soar, man. And it says stronger than the Tiger tank and the Series Abrams, man. Stronger than the tanks that America has, man. Being prophesied, right? Bring this out.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togorma of the north of quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
That's right. So Ethiopia, namely Libya, which is the northern African treaties and the countries that are in cahoots with Russia, and then you also had which one? The other one? That first one?
That was
oh yeah, Persia, which is modernly where Iran, the Eastern Indians, and the Iranians are, man, who are Islamic states, right? That being prophesied in the Bible, man, by the mighty Ezekiel, right? That's why we hold this book to be true, because of the prophecies that are in it, right? Let's also get 2 Samuel 7, right? Because it was prophesied that there will always be war in that land until the original inhabitants are there, man. And this was even prophesied in the days of David, man. Right? 2 Samuel 7. Right? We want somebody to come up here and defend the triune God, man. We want somebody to come up here and defend this white hippie of Woodstock, man. We want you to prove to us that the Trinity is actually real and not a fake an imagination of your mind, right? This 7 right here?
right.
Oh, here.
Oh, you said 2 Samuel?
2 Samuel.
Oh,
yeah.
see, that's why, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm about to say,
I went
y'all
to
be
1
looking
Samuel.
different.
Here's the deal. No, because I have the picture.
Let's get 2 Samuel 7 and 10.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7 and verse 10. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, and that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more, as before time.
That's right. So it says that he's going to place them in Israel. So if they were in Israel, that means the children of the wicked, who they say the Islamic people are, they wouldn't afflict them no more, right? But we know that that's not true, because the prophecy has not came to pass that they wouldn't be afflicted anymore, right? So what does that tell us? Given the prophecies of Mashiach Yahushua and the prophetical words of Ezekiel in 36, what does that hold us to be? That those can't be the children of Israel in the land, man.
Neither one of them.
Because there's war still there. There's war still ramped up there, man.
They inflicting each other. But they inflicting each other. How can either of them be the children of Israel?
That's right.
The chosen people. They don't fit the prophecies.
That's right.
They fit a different sort of prophecies.
That's right. That's right, in these last days, man. Not knowing that was Hamite land, man. Even when we conquested the land of Canaan, when we actually had conquest of Israel and Jerusalem, that was the land of Canaan before it became anyone's land. So the original inhabitants would have been dark-skinned, melanated people, man. Right? How are you a super pale people, and you're in between Egypt, and you're in between the land of Ham and Canaan, and you just so happen to be super pale? No. Not saying that white people don't come from Jordan, because you actually, the so-called white man does come from Jordan, because you lived in the land of Edom. You lived in the rocks, and the clefts of the rocks. Right?
Got a prophecy on Edom, man.
All right, bring this up.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. I'm going to read from verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in the valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Hey man,
That's right, man. And that chapter and verses speak for itself, man, when it goes into Mount Seir and the Lord making them desolate, as it also says in Malachi, man. It says they will build, but I will throw down. And a lot of Edomites in those days had came into trying to come back and build up the land of Seir and the land of Edom, and the Lord kept destroying it, man. Namely, already making it bottomless by not giving it natural resources, but somehow they were still able to live in them caves, man. That means they were eating a bunch of abominations and doing abominable things, man, that Esau was.
Going back to taking us?
Right, bring it up.
Verse 10, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known amongst them when I have judged thee. We get
That's right, man.
onto them double.
Even going back into the Nabatean period, back when Nebuchadnezzar had sent the Nabateans over there to destroy Edom, man. That was their first exodus out of the land of Edom, was with the Nabateans, man, when they went over there to destroy them. Because the different mighty men in the Bible were told to assassinate and murder all the Amalekites. They didn't do it, man, and some of them got away. But in those days, it still said he would make their land desolate. And Obadiah 1:18, it says they're going to be cut off forever, man. So the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. His promise will always come through. You know what I'm saying? Though it tarry, wait for it not, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. We warned her even as she rewarded you, and double unto